Good morning, everyone. Good morning, superhero teachers. I hope you've noticed, like I have, in the local and national news and also all over social media, the elevated status of teachers across this country, and I would venture to guess across the world. It's exciting to see how the complexity of our work is now being opened up and realized by the general population, and to see our work and to see your efforts and your talents and your dedication be recognized and respected um, feels really good to me, and I hope it does to you too. So 3 to 4 weeks back, we were standing at the edge of a diving board that I believe we've been at, hanging our toes over for a long time, many years, as we have learned and adapted our teaching and talked a lot about the future of education and all of the possibilities and all of the bold moves that we hope to make. And suddenly, we're in a situation where we had to dive in, whether we were ready or not. I don't know if you've seen this film, but as I played around with this metaphor, it came to mind, so I share it with you this morning. So, for some of us, it was a belly flop. For others, it was a dive that we've been waiting to make for a long time. Some of us were those who would be excited to dive to the bottom of the pool and search for what's down there and come back and share with others. For some of us, it was I'll sit on the edge of the diving board and hang my toes into the water until I feel more comfortable. And for some of us, it was a big old belly flop, and it's all okay. So, what we know right now is that kids are getting more attention and more engagement from the adults, all of the adults in their life, around their learning. While that's stressful for some households, it's a great asset that we can leverage to personalize learning even more than we already are. The other thing that we know from rounding conversations that Joel and I and Darren have had with each of you, there's a distinct theme coming forward. It's another enormous asset, and that is that PLCs are working at an all-time high, and collaboration and communication are at an all-time high for us. Another asset is that we are all, every one of us, using and manipulating technology to create learning experiences for kids that we would not have even been able to imagine just a month ago. So I believe that the combination of our knowledge, our tools, our skills, our friendships, our grit, all of this positions us now more than ever to really personalize learning for each of our kids. So we know that we still have students and families that we have not connected with. We also know that there remain pockets of frustration from adults and kids who are still struggling with technology, language barriers, or just new routines. And we know that while most students are now showing up each day and completing assignments, we still want to see each of our kids meaningfully engaged and producing work that represents high expectations and high achievement. So we're charged with planning for continued high quality, extended, flexible learning. So how might we leverage what we already know about ourselves and each of our learners to engage kids in learning like we've never seen before? How might we create learning plans that are easily accessible and challenge kids so that they can't wait to come to school each day to showcase what they're learning? This is a time when we can take all of the new assets, the new tools, the new learning that we are doing, and put those together to create amazing learning plans. So if you think of your weekly overview, be thinking about how are you going to incorporate all of those assessment for learning strategies to personalize for kids. How are you going to work with your teammates to leverage the skills, the talents, the unique strengths that you have within your team and yourself to create something together that is better than we've ever seen before? We want kids to be excited. They can't wait to come to school and show us what they're learning. So in preparing your weekly overviews, this is what in district-wide we call unacceptable means. Sounds like a strong term, but I just wanted, this is for the sake of clarity. So in preparing our weekly overviews, you know now what I'm hoping you will do. These are the things that we will not do. So we will not work in isolation. We will not create plans that do not include multiple opportunities for students to connect personally with teachers each week. So that can be live lessons, which, as you know by now, the minimum is one live lesson per week. I know many of you are doing many more of those. So connecting personally, those opportunities can be with personal feedback. It can be one-on-one conferencing. It can be a quick, friendly note just to say hello. But the point is that we want to make sure each of our kids have a personal connection with their teachers throughout the week, multiple times throughout the week. And finally, we will not create learning plans that do not include the assessment for learning strategies. So I know Joel has included that in the video that he shared with you. He's going to take us through the flow of our day here very shortly. And finally, I just want to make sure that you all know Joel and I and Darren will be available all day long to support you in any way that we possibly can. I'm also going to be sending you an email that has information and links to multiple technology tutorials so that if you need to do that, if you're seeking some new information or just practice with a new tool, you'll be able to do that today as well. I appreciate all of you so much, and I'm so grateful for a day for all of us to catch our breath and get together to get our work synchronized to do something amazing starting again tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.